Good morning, my friends. Today I'm in the Les Fusillés Square. So the square is on my right. The subway station is on my right too. The streetcar station is on my right, and I'm going to show you how. Today it's going to be a round trip on how to drive from this point to Champ de Manoeuvre in central Algiers and back to this point. So it's going to be a round trip video, and in fact, I should have filmed more of these videos in the past, and I will be filming this type of video more often in the future for the channel. So it is essential, in my opinion, it is essential that I film this type of video because usually when you go to some place, when you visit some place, when you drive to some place. Now I need to go to the left lane. So as I told you, when you visit some place or when you show people how to drive from some place to some other place, you also need to show them how to drive back to their departure point. So suppose let's suppose that you come from another Algerian city or even from another country, and you need to know how to drive from your hotel, which is not very far from Les Fusillés, to Champ de Manoeuvre or Mayday Square, Place du 1er Mai. Therefore, you need to know how to drive there and how to drive back to your hotel, to the neighborhood where your hotel is located. So that's why I'm going to start filming this type of video. And I think that they would be as interesting as my previous videos when I filmed. So now I need to take the right lane. I'm going to Champ de Manoeuvre via the normal road, via Belouizdad or Belcourt, and not via the motorway. If you want to go there through the motorway, you need to take that bridge above us. Alright, so as I told you, these videos are going to be as interesting as my previous ones, where I simply showed how to drive from point A to point B without showing you how to drive back to your departure point to point A. So this is a very interesting place, Le Jardin d'Issy, or the Botanical Garden, the big, huge, gigantic Botanical Garden of Algiers. And one of the oldest in the world, by the way. It was created in 1832. So this botanical garden also has a zoo, and its entrance is on the left here, on this side of the garden. So this is the northern entrance. This is the northern side of this garden, of this botanical garden. It only took us some 4 minutes, no, 3 minutes and a half. And the Sofitel Hotel is on our left here, one of the best here in Algiers. One of the best. It's on our left. You can also access the National Library here through the hotel gate. It's a very interesting place to visit. And the Martyrs Memorial, by the way, is visible from here. It's on my left. I can't turn the camera on the left to show it to you, but it's visible from here. It's on the top of that hill on the left, and there are lots of interesting things to visit here. There is also the Cervantes cave. There is this neighborhood here is Belouizdad, and it's linked to the El Madania, where the Martyrs Memorial is located. It's linked there. It's linked to that neighborhood by a cableway line. So you will go from this lower part of Algiers to the higher parts of Algiers, where the Martyrs Memorial complex is located by cableway. Otherwise, if the cableway is closed, or it's broken down, then you could take a taxi, you could take a cab. Usually you would find a cab from the southern part of of the Botanical Garden to that would take you, to the Martyrs Memorial. And because this trip is a round trip, we will be seeing that cableway station. Have already filmed a video where I showed how to drive from Les Fusillés to the garden, and I filmed both the northern gate of the garden and its southern gate. But today we are going to film the whole round trip. Now, this is the press house on the left. It's a center. It's a press center. In fact, it's a huge press center where many newspapers are based there. I mean, so it's on the left, and we are approaching Champ de Manoeuvre, the neighborhood. So we're practically there. If you want to go to the central part of Algiers, you take the right, take that underpass. But now we are visiting Champ de Manoeuvre. Which is in fact the beginning of the city center, with all its clothing stores and electronics stores and everything. All right, the camera keeps falling off its holder. So this is the bus station of Champ de Manoeuvre, or Premier Bay, and there is another bus station on the right. It's known as the Isset Idir bus station. There is a metro station here, subway station, and there is another one in Isset Idir, not very far from here. It's within walking distance, just some 300 meters away from here. The two subway stations and the two bus stations are very close to each other. All right, so this is the second roundabout. This is in fact the main roundabout. This is the square. This is the Champ de Manoeuvre Square, or Premier Bay Square. That's the hospital, the most important hospital here in Algiers, the Mustafa Pasha Hospital. And now those tents are for anti-COVID-19 vaccination, for people to be vaccinated against COVID-19. And now we are entering Belouizdad Street, Mohamed Belouizdad Street, and we are headed towards the Belouizdad neighborhood. So this area is known for its colonial buildings, apartment buildings. Their arcades. So these are the arcades of Champ de Manoeuvre. But we are approaching Belouizdad, or Belcourt as it was formerly known. There is a beautiful mosque on the right. It was a former church, in fact. And oh, the Ali Millah market is on the right, by the way. It's a very important market, and we also, I mean, it's also known, or we also call it the Champ de Manoeuvre market. It's very interesting. If you want to go to Al Madaniya, you drive straight on. And now, you know, you could put your mind on automatic pilot, because we are headed straight towards Les Fusillés, towards our departure point. It's been, in fact, a very, very simple route. We only followed Hasib bin Bouali initially. You know, when we started this trip, we followed the Hasib bin Bouali street, and now we are following, or we are driving down or through the Mohamed Belouizdad Street. So all of this is Mohamed Belouizdad Street to the end of our trip. Okay, so too bad the phone is falling off its holder. I'm using one of those holders that have a magnet, and oh, there is a hotel here on the right. Many old buildings were destroyed here, including the cinema here on the left, where you can see that mural, black and red mural. And the local team here, you can see those murals, white and red and white. Those murals symbolize the local team, the local soccer team, CRB, Shabab Riyadi Belouizdad, or the Belouizdad Sporting Youth. And now you can see that hill over there, and there is a cableway station on the top of that hill, cableway station that links this eastern part of Belouizdad to the eastern. Sorry, this is the western part. So the western part of Belouizdad to the western part of Al-Madaniya, and it's not very far from the Martyrs Memorial. I hope I will be able to film the Martyrs Memorial from here. So we are, and here we are in the middle of Belouizdad, and the city hall of Belouizdad is here. It's okay. So I've got the sun right in front of me. It's quite difficult to see the road. As you can see, even the road is shining. And of course, if I filmed this video on a weekday, we would have been stuck in traffic here, because there's usually traffic. Not very much, but there is traffic. Oh, and this is the Sidi Mohammed Cemetery. Sidi Mohammed Cemetery, a very important and old cemetery here in Algiers. And there is a shrine there inside, a shrine of the Saint Sidi Mohammed. Now, this huge road bump, or speed bump. Oh, and this is the subway station. So this is the western subway station. The subway station which links the western part of Belouizdad to the western part of Al-Madaniya. And it's not very far from, you can use this subway station to go and visit the Martyrs Memorial, in case the other subway station in front of the Botanical Garden is broken or closed. Anyways, so and those. Sorry, I was talking about the subway station. In fact, it's a cableway station. Cableway station, guys. Sorry, I'm very sorry for that. It's a brain fart. So, as I told you, it's a cableway station. See? And there is a subway station next to the southern entrance of the Botanical Garden. And if you want to drive to the Martyrs Memorial, you can take the road on the right, and you are going to pass the Cervantes Cave, which is also a place of interest. So here, this is the Botanical Gardens on my left, the subway station is on my right, and the cableway station is over there, a little bit further. It's over there. It's on my right, over there. You can see it. Can't miss it. It's here, right here. And there is a bus stop if you want to go back by bus. And this is the former Pasteur Institute. It's on my right. It's a laboratory, an advanced research laboratory named after Louis Pasteur, the French biologist. He was a French biologist. He was the one who discovered the vaccine against rabies. And now the stadium, the August 20th stadium, it's on my left. This is the home stadium of the local team, the local soccer team, or first league soccer team, and it's CRB, Shabab Riyadi Belouizdad CRB. Its colors are red and white. And this is I think the city hall of this area. I don't know, or are the electricity headquarters. Yes, the electricity headquarters of the area. The post office of the area is here too. And now we are headed towards the end of our trip. Despite the fact that there is no traffic, this round trip took us 15 minutes to complete. I didn't expect that, but I mean, as you can see, even without traffic, you can spend something like 15 minutes in order to circle all this neighborhood. We have essentially circled the northern part of Belouizdad. And yet, we have seen lots and lots of interesting things. Alright, so now we are here approaching the Les Fusillés Square, back to our departure point. I hope that you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. So, as you can see, that's our departure point, this beautiful square. Yes, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the notifications button in order to receive more notifications on videos like these. Take care of yourselves and drive safely, and goodbye.